When you say you're getting shot at, how old was you at this stage?
Around that time, probably like, man, I was getting shot at in grammar school in like 8th grade, 7th grade,
How old are you in 7th, 8th grade in this country?
probably like 12.
You was getting shot at 12 years old.
My best friend, he got killed in 8th grade. He was 12 years old. Yeah, he got killed in a drive-by. I grew up in Chicago, Illinois, on the southeast side. I was born in Woodline on 64th Cottage Grove, moved to 79th East End. Then after that, I went to 71st when my mama first got our own little apartment. Then we was there for like 2 years.
And what was school like for you growing up in Chicago?
School, for me, school, it was fun, but towards, like, I'm gonna say, boom, I went to school, in grammar school, elementary school. I don't know, people call it different things. So I went to school with people like, you probably heard like LBG Noon, other sets that I was cool with. So at first it was cool. Then people start, we getting older, we choosing what sides we with. Then once people start choosing their sides, that's like high school. That's like when you mature. So then now we in two with each other, cause boom, they on that side, we on this side. But this stuff that been going on from way before our time with people choosing sides of where they from and where they growing up. So growing up in school, it was dangerous to it wasn't, it'd probably be dangerous to other people. But me and my life online, looking back, it was dangerous. I was getting shot at going to school, all types of stuff.
When you say you're getting shot at, how old was you at this stage?
Around that time, probably like, man, I was getting shot at in grammar school in like 8th grade, 7th grade.
How old are you in 7th, 8th grade in this country?
Probably like 12.
You was getting shot at 12 years old.
My best friend, he got killed in 8th grade. He was 12 years old. Yeah, he got killed in a drive-by.
What was the circumstances? So literally, he was walking home, or
Nah. He wasn't walking on. He was chilling in the hood. He was just chilling. Then whoever they came through and they shot at him and they killed him. He got hit in the head at 12.
and when that happened, did that change your mindset at all?
Around that time, I ain't gonna lie, I was really young again, so it just made me like fuck life. Like before I was rapping anything, I thought I wasn't gonna make it out at them times. I really wasn't keen. I was doing drugs at them young ages, pop pills, smoke.
At 12.
Yeah, 12, 13, yeah.
So I guess prior to losing your friend, did you have aspirations of wanting to do other things? Like,
Around that time, really my best friend, he one that made me rap, cause he was doing like writing in school. Just they was playing with it, so it made I'm like, man, I can do that. Then I was just playing at the time though. So when Chief Keef blew up, that's really when I pushed into it. Like, dang, he did, he come from where I'm from, I can do it too.
and then what was you doing in your life after 12? Like, so after 8th, 9th grade, what was you doing? Was you still in school at that age?
Yeah, I went to school until my 10th grade year.
And how old is 10th grade here?
Wait, 15, 16.
So you dropped out of school at that age. And then what did you go on to do with your life?
After that, I just was rapping. I was on the road with Dirt. I really was on the road by myself. I was just popping up the cities wherever he was at, cause my name was like ring around that time.
And then touching back, how would you say it was growing up in South Chicago as a child?
Chicago is a gangster city. That's what we know from like Al Capone, the Larry Hoover, Jeff Ford, King David. So like my grandparents and daddy and mama was in the streets, so I was around it young, like riding with my daddy outside my mama or something. Like I was born into it. So growing up in Chicago was like normal. Well, what we thought was normal, but to other everywhere, same thing going on. But what make us different in Chicago is we all gangs. It's like basically what gangs started at Chicago. You got gangs in California. But then the gangs that's in Chicago and California spread it out across the United States.
Why do you think South Chicago has such a violent reputation?
They say that Southside starting, that's where the most violence at. Shootings, killings.
And is that definitely the case?
From the statistics, yeah.
And how dangerous would you say Old Block is?
Old Block to me, old Block, it's really like normal to me. It's normal because I travel, so I go places. I go to dangerous cities or murder caps. So everything really the same to me. Is really everybody living the same lifestyle. So it's like no different from nowhere else. Everybody in tour with each other. Everybody killing. Everybody dying somewhere else. Just like probably in London, they killing out there. It just everywhere is the same. It's just how the government and them people put us in these positions to go against each other.
As well, what are people's opinion, just touching on the music there, of UK drill from coming from Chicago? Because obviously,
My opinion on it?
yeah, because I feel like drill music was invented in Chicago and now it's pretty much gone global.
Really, drill. My first song that pushed me up was from somebody in the UK. He made the beat for me.
As well, going back to Chicago, why is Chicago sometimes referred to as Chirac?
Because the violence, it was once upon a time, the murder rate was higher than Iraq, like the war out there. So that's why they nicknamed it Chirac, because the violence and the people that was dying. Then the people that was in the war, actual war in Iraq, the numbers was way more than that. So that's how the Chirac come about.
As well, touching back to your school life, do you reckon if your best friend wasn't killed at 12, you still would have gone the direction that you did in regards to gang life, shootings?
If it wasn't for rapping, I think I'd be dead or in jail for real, for real. Rapping really saved my life. I can truly say that even though I'm not at that point like a Jay-Z or something, the bigger ups, rapping really saved my life. For real, for real.
And you really think you'd be dead now or potentially in jail if you didn't get into music?
What if I didn't get into music? Yeah.
What's the most extraordinary or unusual thing you've witnessed in South Chicago or Old Block itself?
I witnessed so much stuff, man. I don't even know. Craziest thing, man, when I was young, I seen the nigga come up the street. He come up the street, block the street. You know, like how at like a block party, how the car turned to block out the street. And I seen him hop out of the car. He getting that, he did what he did. That was some crazy stuff too. I was young.
So he blocked off the street,
Yeah.
and then he got out the car, and then what did he do?
He did what he did. He started doing what he was doing. I ain't gonna say what he did, but he did what he did.
How do residents of Old Block or South Chicago feel about tourists visiting?
It just really depends on how they come about. Because with things going on in the world, people into and stuff, you really don't know. Like, it's just how they come about, how they approach themselves. but they know some. It's all about how you approach stuff. Just like me, I go places by myself, knowing I don't even know these people. But me, how I approach the situation, they get the feeling off me. They really adapt to me.
If Olivia caught a taxi by herself to South Chicago, O Block, what would happen?
Like a regular lady,
Yeah.
she'll be good. It just really depending on how she coming about.
Almost how you are, how you'll be judged.
It's about how you is. You stand yourself. If you say like because she her skin tone white, so 9 times out of 10 they gonna think this a fan or they gonna think this a police. So if you black, 9 times out of 10 they gonna think you a fan or you somebody that I'm supposed to be older. So it just all about how they approach the situation.
As well, can you explain the meaning behind the gang signs that people throw? Like, 'cause obviously we obviously see all these things that are happening in the UK, but it's almost the case, I guess, in this country, people can be killed for throwing up certain gestures with their hands.
Yeah, but nowadays people don't go out the gang signs. Nowadays it's just a lot of people's signs be the same thing, so you really don't know what nobody throwing up. It ain't like how it used to be like with GD, BD, Stone, Vice Lord, Crip Blood, shit like that. That's probably still going on in like Cali and stuff, but this generation, they don't care about none of that.
And when you say GDs, BDs, what would they be? Because my viewers may not have any idea with what that is.
Now it's different names, but then people know as Gangster Disciples, Black Disciples.
I wanted to know if you watched Real Trap Law's recent video that he made on King Von, and what are your thoughts on it?
I ain't see it, but I heard about it.
What did you hear?
That they were trying to make it seem like he this and that.
What was he like? Because obviously,
What was he like?
yeah.
Man, he was a good hearted person. He was man's how he was on the internet, and he was, to me, like obvious to your girl. You're a different person than what you'll be with your friends. So that's what everybody not the same. But they got the same intentions, but they just not the same. Like more with your girl, you'll be more softer, but with other people, you'll be more hard. But with me though, he was him. He was. I ain't gonna say he was soft, but he was a good hearted person.
And as well, when he did pass away, where was you, and how did that affect you?
I was around. It still hurt. It still hurt right now. Yeah. It's all the losses still hurt. Even before him, after him, they all hurt.
How old are you, Dre?
Me, I'm 27.
And how many friends have you lost?
I don't know. I lost number. I lost count. I ain't gonna lie to you. I lost a lot. I lost count.
Bit of a deep question, I guess. With your background, would you say you're afraid to die?
Then, like 12 and that, nah, I wasn't scared to die. Now that I got kids, I'm scared to die.
And do you feel like your whole perception of that life?
It ain't that I'm scared to die. It's just I don't know what will happen if I leave my kids. So I'm just scared to leave my people alone. Yes.
And what are people's perception in Chicago, South Chicago, of people in London? Because we always have this impression that I guess people in Chicago often think people in London are a bit soft and sweet. Is that still the case? Was that perception changed?
I ain't never heard that London was soft and sweet. It's just the way y'all talk is more politer than what we talk. but I understand the difference because I'm a person that study and pay attention to everything. So our education was taken from us from like slavery and stuff. So in London, they the way they talk is regular English, but us we got messed up in English because we come from, you got people from London, you got people from Mexico, you got people from all these different places, and they come and they don't have education because they were took from us. So I don't think that y'all soft. I just think y'all just talk different. And then the way y'all laws is different from my laws. America made off guns. London can't have guns. But y'all dangerous because y'all got swords and knives and that a person will be more scared to stab somebody than to shoot somebody.
Is there many stabbings in Chicago at all?
Me, I stab somebody. I ain't gonna lie to you. Me. But people scared. You probably they hear more of like Mexicans doing styles. Other than that, me, I don't care about the style.
And I just wanted to talk about, I guess, gang culture in general. Like, to the average person, I guess it's almost shocking that because people are born 200 meters that way, that I guess you're going to grow up hating that person. Don't you think that's a bit? It's just, I guess, yeah, to the average person that's crazy, but I guess when you're in it, it's different.
Like you're saying, like you this close to somebody.
Yeah, and just because he lives there, you now have a problem with him.
Nah, problem. The way it is not really like again, we come from America. America was taught wrong. We was taught to hate each other. It's just like even in Africa, right? You got the black people that was selling the slaves to the people, to the Europeans and stuff. So it's really no difference because it was going on like black people against black people. Like how is they selling their own people for money? So basically here we still in a trap, even though we don't know that we still got them in us. Probably because niggas ain't from Africa, but some people is from Africa. They still got like their heritage, ancestry in them. So, boom, it's in you to go against your own people still because it was been going on way before your time. Then we just here on top of each other and come from projects and this. They broke up the projects, put everybody on these blocks. Now you was just in tour with them. I mean, you just in tour with them in the projects. Now you on the same block. Well, you probably on this block and they on that block. Now you trying to figure out how you finna get some money because you're not in the projects on Section 8 no more. So they like crowds in the bucket, like the New Orleans saying. Now they fighting each other because they want this territory for their money. It was going on way before my time. It was way before my mama and daddy time, just how it was set up.
Do you think that'll ever change? Like, do you see an end to the violence in Salem?
I don't think violence will never change. I don't think it won't be no killing without killing.
But almost, don't you think the picture's a little bit bigger? So it's almost like people are kept in these blocks, in these environments. Like I feel like it's almost the government's doing why people are still in these environments. Like there's not much help.
I mean, because they may say like racism over with. It ain't over with. It's still going. That's why they got us like this, because they want us out their way. Like, for instance, right? They don't really care about us killing each other in these neighborhoods. But if we come to their hood, I mean, in their environment, that's when they gonna make it public and try to get you quicker than, for instance, right? If you kill somebody in the hood, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna beat that case because they really not caring about the case. But if you go to their territory, they gonna come get you quicker than what they'll do over here.
That's crazy. So it's almost like your life's worth nothing, I guess, in South, because there's been no hard investigation into finding what's happened.
Yeah, so it's just set up like this. A lot of people don't understand that because they just still stuck in the trap.
And that's a shame, man. Do you reckon that's ever going to change, or do you reckon that's going to be the...
I don't think it's gonna ever change because a lot of people not waking up.
As well, Dre, what would you say is probably the biggest regret of your life?
I don't really got no regrets. I think life a lesson. I think everything happened for a reason, just a lesson to learn from.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned from so far?
What's the biggest lesson I learned? To stay me. That's the biggest, to stay yourself. Cause a lot of people don't be themselves. That's how they get eaten. For real, a lot of people don't be themselves. That's the biggest lesson I learned, to stay myself.
And what would you say is the worst memory of your life?
The worst memory? I don't know. Cause every memory that's bad feel the same.
What would you say is the best memory?
The best memory? I don't know. I got to spend time with my kids together. I don't know. I don't know. I got a lot of good memories.
Dre, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
In 5 years, I see myself living comfortable.
But why did you move out of Chicago?
Why did I move out of Chicago? Cause I know if I'm in Chicago still, I'm gonna be stuck in the same thing. I'm just gonna get pulled in. So it's really like you have to leave from where you from to make it. It's just to stay focused. I ain't gonna say that's what you gotta leave to make it. You gotta leave, like put yourself in say you in, I don't know, because it's different for other people. Most people that go to jail, they away from the streets. So basically away from Chicago. So that like helped them, the isolation like really helped them figure out life. Like, I gotta get up out of here. But then sometimes there's other people that be like, still do the same dumb shit. So basically it's just like a isolation for me to stay focused.
And if you had one wish as well, Dre, what would that be?
If I had one wish, I wish for $100 billion without worries.
And how different do you think your life would have been if you didn't move out of Chicago?
How different it would be?
So if you never left?
Yeah. I'm telling you, I'd probably still be in the trap. I still gotta keep coming, cause I gotta feel my environment to keep me focused. That's why I go places, because it's almost like it's motivation. Like, I still gotta go here to get the push. Like, everybody go through like hard times and everybody go through emotional states. So for me, when I go to like hoods and stuff, you probably like, man, this man crazy going to murder cops by himself. No, it's really on just getting the love and seeing it, and it just pushed me like, I gotta get out of there.
Everywhere you've been, all these murder capitals, where would you say, out of all the locations, is the most violent place that you have been?
I ain't gonna lie, the New Orleans culture, the most different culture I ever seen in my life. I guess that's why I love it, because it's like their own world. And like, them people really fucked up.
Yeah. So tell me about New Orleans.
I love New Orleans. It's the culture, is some people really in the bucket. As crowds in the bucket, they really in the drown and trying to get out. They stuck in their ways. I don't know. I love it because it's like motivation.
Talk to me about your chain.
Change. I got this from King Von, my brother.
What would you say that means to you?
To me, it's basically like all I got. Well, I know, bro, with me all the time, but just tell me like he with me.
And when you meet, I guess, fans, do they ever ask for a picture with the chain?
My little cousin, my family, they let me see the chain, let me see the chain. Kids, they let me see the chain. But other than that, I ain't gonna let nobody else do that though. But kids though, yeah.
And what kind of message, I guess, would you give to that next generation? Because I feel like if anyone can change the next generation, have sort of influence, it'd be the older generation like yourself. So what kind of things would you be telling these 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds who are now, I guess, going through what you did 10 years ago?
I don't know, because everybody not the same. Everybody don't think the same. That's something that I learned. Everybody do not think the same. So I can tell a kid, man, look, well, anybody I talk to or touch, they grow, they listen to me, but they gotta know me to listen to me. So I tell the kids, like, stay focused. Just stay focused. Don't fall into the trap. Most of us all fail from the trap. So I just would tell kids, just keep going. Just stay focused in school. Whatever you want to do in life, stay focused on it. Because you only get one life. Once that's gone, you ain't coming back. So that's what I tell kids, just stay focused. Don't fall into the trap.
Yeah, so tell me, I guess, how the gang violence has changed from, I guess, 10 years ago to now with when you have, I guess, social media. Because in the UK as well, when people kill people, it's often glorified now as well, and it's promoted heavily. Like, it'll be everywhere on social media. Yeah, I guess, how has that changed over time?
Then, like, you got, back then it was real, like, powerful people, like people that had millions of dollars before, like, it's people that had millions of dollars that you don't know about because they wasn't on social media. And it's people that was like the biggest killers, but you won't know about it because it wasn't glorified on the internet. They don't talk about it. But now they got the internet. You see everything somebody doing. Somebody want that name. They want to be bigger than the person they hear. Like, they want to be bigger than Big Meech. People want to be bigger than people. So this generation feel like you gotta go to social media. You gotta show this. You gotta glorify. You gotta. Me, I'm a person. I come from gangsters. Like, man, that I'm not a loud person. You would never know what I did or didn't do, or you won't know because I'm not gonna glorify that. I'm not finna incriminate myself and lose my life because I'm putting it out there in the world to see. That's just dumb. This generation is dumb.
And what would you say, because in the UK in particular as well, drill music is often, I guess, demonized, like it's evil. Yeah, in the UK, I would say drill music is considered not a good thing by the masses because it often promotes violence. Do you reckon that is the case?
Man, that's here too. Like, people say that drill music is devil and all that, but the people that's saying it is the people that put us in this situation to go through trauma, fight against each other. Like we don't as a whole we don't know nothing because we were put in this situation.
But do you think drill music does promote violence?
I don't think drill music promote violence. Well, the way drill music was started from people just telling their life and they story. And that's how we blew up off it, because we was just rapping regular day life. We never knew what it was doing to the people until Keith took off. And like I was rapping. I wasn't doing it because I'm like, I'm finna talk about this. I just was rapping because I like, dang, he did, I can do it. I can tell my story. I can tell my story, because we all got stories right here. People do it now because they was doing it, but they thought we was just doing it for that. But people really was going through this stuff. So now, like, it's a lot of people that don't even be on that now. And then that's why a lot of these niggas be dying too quick, because they don't really know how to move before they even start talking about this and that. Man, how could you talk about this and that? You got a job. You got it. Like, I learned my lesson. Like, going to school, getting shot at and took things. Man, how the fuck is we into it? Nigga, we going to school. You think we can't get caught going to school? You think I'm gonna go work at McDonald's and get caught leaving at McDonald's? You think I'm gonna, no. So
Coming back to Chicago, whenever you do come back, is there still certain areas that you can't go, or do you feel free to go anywhere in Chicago you like?
man, it's really like everywhere, not just Chicago. It's places that it's just about how you move and how you come about with the situation. We really can go anywhere we want to go.
Because my understanding is that Old Block's ops is mainly 63rd. So could you walk through 63rd without no consequences?
Could I do it?
Yeah. At this stage in your life?
Nah, because if I'm just walking, they go, oh, they go such and such, get them. No, I can't. I'm not gonna do no dumbass shit like that.
That's crazy.
But at the same time, would I go? Yeah, like I can do whatever I want to do, but would I do a dumb move like that? Nah, I ain't doing that.
Because I feel like the people who I've spoken to in Chicago, the older demographic, I guess, have the same impression as you, in the sense that I guess they're not really trying to promote that kind of lifestyle anymore. Like, it's almost like they're trying to change the narrative to some degree. Like, it shouldn't be shootings, it shouldn't be killings, which I guess is strange, because I guess the 18, 19-year-olds coming up now, they're constantly just promoting everything. Like the lyrics, especially in the UK, when you listen to drill artists who are 19, 20, 21, it's very self-incriminating.
See me, I ain't no hypocrite. I can't say stop the violence. I'm still talking about violence.
But do you think your lyrics would influence, again, the next generation?
See, that's how I come about. I'm trying to influence. I'm trying to tell you this shit ain't right. This shit is not what you think. You can lose your life like that. That shit take 0 seconds, man. That's how I come about. I ain't finna tell you, man, go kill them people. No. I want you to go make it out. That's just how I am. I want you to make it out. I don't want it to keep going with younger people. I got kids growing up. You think I want them to fall into the trap? Nah.
When you say that, fall into the trap, what does that mean?
Fall in trap. Be stuck in what my dog say environmental trap. So basically, in the poverty trap of what the government set out. They set the trap out with the cheese, and they wanted to all fall in, and we all fell in. I don't want the kids to grow up to be high on what we did or seen.
As well, Dre, talk to me about Chicago slang, because since I've been here, everyone keeps saying bet.
Bet,
I've never heard that unless you're having a bet in the shop as a gamble.
like bet me, like okay, like if you be like I'm on such and such street, and I tell you, I bet. I mean, just okay.
It's basically, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's like okay.
And I think, is it backdoor? I think Wayne sent me a message saying, ask what backdoor means.
Backdoor, backdoor just basically mean a snake. Really and truly, my first time hearing backdoor was in St. Louis.
Just a quick one as well. On St. Louis while we're there.
St. Louis? St. Louis, it been busting too. It been on murder rate since back then in the 80s, 90s. St. Louis, another place where I used to be there a lot too. That bitch bad.
All these murder capitals seem to have the same thing in common, that everyone there is black.
Yeah, that's because everybody is still in the trap. We is all in the trap. It's no different from a O Block. It's no different from a Magnolia, no Calio, no these projects, no Cabrini Green. These blocks, we is no different from nobody else. We all stuck in the trap.
And I guess you're glad that you've made it out.
Truly, I ain't out, but I'm foot out. I'm trying to get us out though. For sure, I'm trying to get us out.